Well, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is the president of the United States. It has not even been a week yet, and I've always wondered, what will I do if Donald Trump becomes president? All of those times spent bashing Obama and his administration. How will I find the time to fill the news? But then I realized the mainstream liberal news is not going to give up on attacking Trump. This is something that I see every day now. I'm sure you've seen it as well. Now, here's a story out of Yahoo. They seem to be one of the provocateurs of bashing Trump every day. This is a story from Yahoo. White House defends Trump's debunked claim of massive voter fraud. Maybe we'll investigate. Now, one thing they like to do is they'll just say discredited, discredited. Now it looks like they're just going to say debunked, debunked. And they go out through this whole story. They're not going to actually debunk the claim or provide any evidence. But White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer on Tuesday doubled down on President Trump's claim that millions of people voted illegally in the recent presidential election, despite widespread evidence to the contrary, and then provides zero evidence. Widespread evidence to the contrary with zero evidence actually provided in the story. And I'm sorry, wasn't it the Russians that hacked the election? We all remember that narrative. Russia hacking the election, Russia meddling, Russian influence in our election. Still no evidence of that. And that story has completely disappeared. But they're perfectly fine running with the narrative that Russia hacked the election. But how dare Donald Trump say that there was a massive voter fraud, and then they just say it's debunked without providing any evidence. Trump said 3 to 5 million votes were cast by people who illegally immigrated to the United States. Now, this to me is kind of a loaded claim or a loaded argument, because you have to consider how people got here under Obama. Was it legal the way Obama used executive actions? Was it legal, some of the amnesty practices under the Obama administration that brought people in to vote? So that's kind of a loaded point. But they go on. Though fact checkers and independent analysis have never found evidence of widespread voter fraud. You mean like Russian hacking? And of course, the irony here is, and it goes on, no credible study supports Trump's claim, and that Trump has continuously made baseless claims about widespread voter fraud before he even ran for president. Folks, there are multiple very detailed studies that have documented voter fraud. I have covered these ad nauseum over the course of the last election. So for Yahoo News to tell you that there is no credible study to back up Donald Trump's claim of voter fraud is total fake news. And let's just leave it right there. Now, let's go on to some more good news that comes out of Donald Trump, calls out the massive voter fraud that we do have evidence of. Trump declared his inauguration day a national day of patriotic devotion. This was something that I thought was really cool. President Trump is declaring his inauguration a national day of patriotic devotion. This is a document that was released today via the Federal Register. The text says it is designed in order to strengthen our bonds to each other and to our country, and to renew the duties of government to the people. A new national pride stirs in the American soul and inspires the American heart. We are one people, united by a common destiny and a shared purpose, the proclamation reads. Now, this is a stark difference from the proclamation or declaration Obama made in 2009, where he called his inauguration day a national day of renewal and reconciliation. That's right. Reconcile for all those wrong things you've done, you conservatives. All right, now look at this, folks. Actually, let's go to this. China is now controlling the weather. So we have all of these arguments: climate change, global warming, man-made global warming, yada, yada, yada. This is from The Sun. China is now controlling the weather and will soon make it rain over an area twice the size of France. The Chinese government has created a technology that can cause a downpour over an area almost twice the size of France. China is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on the new initiative to solve the drought in the northwestern provinces, according to the South China Morning Post. They're spraying chemicals like dry ice and silver iodide across the sky to create artificial rain via cloud seeding. The Chinese Meteorological Administration expects rainfall and snow to be increased over 960 square kilometers as a result. So there you go, folks. Actual Man-made climate change is not because you drive a car. It's not because you have a fire. It's not because you burn coal. It's because literally governments are making weather machines. This is now happening. It's in the textbooks. Thank you so much for tuning into the Nightly News. Owen Schroyer signing off for Leanne McAdoo. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central.
In case you haven't heard, InfoWars has become the most influential media outlet in America. We're making freedom go viral. And now we are proud to announce a new weapon in the epic battle against the globalists. InfoWars Prime, where you can watch live high-definition feeds of The Alex Jones Show, plus exclusive insider videos from the InfoWars crew and behind-the-scenes action. Go to Infowars.com/app and download today. InfoWars Prime is available right now for your iPhone or Android. You will have access to exclusive videos that you can't see anywhere else. And that means live coverage of events and breaking news on location as it happens. You can also take advantage of amazing deals from the InfoWars store that are only available for InfoWars Prime subscribers. That's InfoWars Prime at Infowars.com/app. And if you can hear my voice, you are the resistance.